What's up guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to a new market update because it's Sunday. We're going to look at Bitcoin, Ethereum and Gold, what they did this week and what we can expect next week. Like and subscribe, I really appreciate that, and let's get into the video. Now let's start with Bitcoin as usual, and Bitcoin had a pretty volatile week. A lot happened because last week we were here, so Sunday, we saw a dump, we swept something which is nice, we saw a pump which made a new high which is nice. And then you thought, okay, that was it for the week. No, we also made a pretty significant correction, and I didn't personally expect that. Obviously, when we make a new high, we have something we can retest on, and then we make new highs. But that's not what we did. It's still what we did, but I didn't expect them to go back here because, of course, in hindsight, it's easy. Oh, this is just a pullback, and now we're going to make new highs. But when we were dumping here, we made a pretty important failure here, which we swept here, by the way, which could mean we keep dumping. So I wouldn't be saying we're going up 100%, though it's still my bias. And then we're down, 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 down. Here you expected price to go to this box, they didn't. Sweep something right here and made a move. So at the moment it's looking good for Bitcoin. But what I just explained is, let's ignore all this price action. Let's say we were just here yesterday. Then whereas you move to the high, okay, you can nitpick this, which is true, and then you have this level, okay. But you really move to the high is this, where do you lose it here, retest here, and that's what they swept. But okay, 2 weeks doesn't really matter. So you really don't want, okay, it's Sunday, of course, less volume, there's not going to be a move like this today, but you don't want price to do this and start losing levels and then come here, and then it's do or die, because if you don't hold this, we're easily going back to the 60,000, and that's not what we want to see. Okay, of course, that's not going to happen tomorrow, but I hope you understand the story, that if you don't gain this failure soon or have a strong response from this level, then the whole uptrend is not intact anymore. So that's what I wanted to stretch out here. Yes, it's looking good. We had a pretty eventful week, long, short, long, if you caught them, GG's. But yeah, currently bias is a bit in between because we're a little bit mid-range. We've seen something which would mean we move down, but the bigger picture is also relevant, which is that we're still in an uptrend because, very importantly, we made that new high. Now let's look at Ethereum, and Ethereum is basically the same thing, even though Ethereum made this very strong high, way higher than Bitcoin. This pump was amazing on Tuesday, and then they kept pushing, didn't sweep this, so this level is still valid. And then they also started dumping, and this dump is also significant, 7% dump. I don't know, they sweep something right here. I would have expected them to sweep this, but it's alright. Or this, like this area, but they didn't do that. Now they're pumping again, and the most important level to gain for Ethereum is then this. You move to the high if you know it strictly, but let's use this one. Lose, gain. So this level is most relevant for Ethereum. Same thing that Bitcoin sweep, but Ethereum is just not there yet. We want to see strong gain. That would be the best case scenario. We can also see wick, retest, new highs. Worst case scenario is that we wick it and that we start dumping and looking for this level, because this level is not the strongest level, to be honest. Because if we wick this and don't go through it, then we make new lows again probably. And I'd say that the uptrend is still intact unless we fail to hold this. So that's still a nice buffer of 7%, the same amount we dump right now. So on Ethereum we're also safe. Maybe I'm sounding too negative. I'm just saying that locally for the past 1-2 days, so since the dump on Friday, Saturday, has shown a nice reaction, but we really need to gain this level, otherwise we're going lower, and this was a reversal point. Now on gold, gold is still in a downtrend. Made a new low on Friday, made a new low on Thursday. This was last week. On Monday made a new low. They showed a pump. This was a very nice trade, I believe, somewhere. I don't know. And then also this trade here, very nice. I think this was the first time they picked it. I don't know. It was a very nice pump. Called in the service, so join the free community on Discord. Link this is in the description, and we're also doing 3 live sessions a week now, so make sure to check that out. But yeah, constantly new lows, as you can see. New low, new low, new low, and I don't want to sound like a 5-year-old, but still this is the case. We're making new lows, lower lows, which means we're in a downtrend, and price is not gaining everything, because this the same thing, but then on the upside. Lower low, lower low, lower low. So unless we gain this, and then you can still say that this is the downtrend. So unless we gain this or this is the most important zone this wick. If you don't gain this, we're just going to continue dumping, and that's also what I personally expect. We have a big box here, which I also mentioned in the live sessions. Let me remove these things, which comes from here. If you zoom out on the daily, very important zone. A lot of liquidity is there, so I really wouldn't know why price wouldn't go back there to sweep that. It's a what, 4% dump, well, 2.5% dump, which is perfectly fine on gold, but then it's do or die, because they really need to stop pumping from there. I'm not saying they need to create a reversal in a minute, or they have to stop pumping to $5,000 again, but if you don't really show a strong reaction here, then the slow downtrend just continues. On gold, we've never seen a dump of 10% in a day or 5%. It's just very slow, but down, down, down. And this zone should change that. Though, if we see this, then we're likely going to 3,800 and we try again. So it's not like if you don't hold that level, gold is going to dump further for an entire year. But I hope you get what I mean. This zone is very crucial and could be a crucial point in a potential reversal. But yeah, I expect gold to be there next week, maybe in 2 weeks. Of course, volatility is a little bit lower. 3% dump on gold is nothing spectacular, but it's still something you don't see happening every day. I think that was it. Moral of the story, Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking well, though they both have one important level to gain, but it's looking good. And gold is just in a downtrend, and we'll probably look for this zone in the coming days, 2 weeks. But for now, that was it. I want to thank you guys for watching. For more info, we do live sessions like these where we talk about coins, even more coins, of course, altcoins, etc. Look at stocks sometimes, look at gold, other forex currency pairs. We do everything. We trade live in our live sessions 3 times a week for the moment. Join the Discord. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.